Anyway, I understand that. Meanwhile, you said you'd had some inclement weather up there. We finally got some rain. We're still in moderate drought, I believe. That's the next step up from exceptionally dry, I think, on the scale. But nevertheless, we got here at this location almost an inch of rain the other morning, which brings our sum total for the last month plus to an inch and like 2/10. And all the leaves are crisping up. Everything's dry. You apparently stole our rain.
Well, I didn't do anything. But apparently here in the Northeast, it happened.
Apparently.
In actuality,
you didn't bother to look out the window.
No, well, we didn't get it as bad as everyone else did in the tri-state area, but Long Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, I assume Staten Island, we usually forget about them, parts of northern New Jersey, perhaps even southern New Jersey, flooding everywhere.
The island that the Statue of Liberty is on.
Crazy flooding. Like on the news, you see like the FDR Drive shut down and just cars half underwater. And that's a sign of the future, by the way, of what it's going to look like in Manhattan.
How much rain did you get?
They said it was like a month's worth of rain in a few hours.
So you got our rain because we've had no rain for a month.
Yeah, it was.
Why didn't you get it there? Do you have a dome over your property or whatever? Or you mean your entire neighborhood, not just you? I know you feel that you are the ruler of the neighborhood, the baron of the area.
Well, yeah,
but it just came in off the water, right? You're inland, so you were salvaged somewhat.
Well, we're inland. We're not really in a flood zone. Thank God. It's the first time in my life I haven't been in a flood zone, and it's really nice. Not having to worry about that ever again. And it didn't rain as bad here as it did, closer to the coast, I guess.
And so did the subway leak?
Oh my God, the subway footage. That was the first footage I saw. You see like just water coming out of the ceiling. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. The subway's right under the street. If it's really pouring that bad, the water's going to start coming down. It started shooting out of the walls, like the tiles. Like in between the tiles, just water shooting out.
Okay.
Like poltergeist.
Now are you going to say, Jim, you were right?
About what?
Do you remember? It was nigh on to, 10 or 12 years ago. When you and I, and Stacy was with us, would come up for Ring of Honor. And I made the comment to you as we were walking around the various places you were showing us. We came past a subway thing, and I don't remember how, probably she brought it up, and I rolled my eyes and said, I'm not going in that thing. I'm not going down. I've seen that movie. And that's the same thing with those fucking tunnels. The movie where some innocent fucking putz is in a goddamn tunnel when all of a sudden it starts collapsing. Either water is shooting or the fucking explosion happens, and here comes the fireball everybody's running from. Or whatever the fuck, you're trapped like a goddamn rat.
Of all the things I worry about in the subway, those aren't the things that you worry about in the subway.
No, I wouldn't get in one of those goddamn things. How long have they been there, those subway tubes and subway lines? I'm not talking about the trains. I'm talking about the holes they dug. What have they done on top of it since then? The whole thing's a house of cards ready to come in, cave in, fall in. And that Holland Tunnel, is that the one that's underneath the river there?
Well, there's a few of those, yeah.
Well, fuck that too. I mean, that's why when we would drive up to New York, she started feeding me the Xanax 45 miles out. Because I was either going to have to go across one of those decrepit fucking bridges or through one of those goddamn death trap tunnels. And again, all I could picture was the big giant goddamn fireball coming ahead of me, evaporating and incinerating everything in its path. Or the goddamn, what is it, the East River? What is that river, that polluted sludge pot?
Well, it could be the East or the Hudson.
Hudson, whichever ones of those rivers, suddenly caving in on top of me, 7 billion gallons of water.
You wouldn't feel anything. It would be too quick. It would be like
exactly.
So what are you worried about?
Have time to fucking cuss about it.
That's what you're worried about?
So, yeah, I need to get somebody on the phone in my last moments and give them a piece of my mind. God damn it.
There was an article the other day in the paper about, I think it was the 8 places in the greater New York area that are sinking the fastest. Like Flushing Meadows, LaGuardia Airport, where Citi Field is. LaGuardia Airport specifically is sinking faster than most other things in the area. Now, it is on a landfill right on the water, and the water's rising as well.
Oh, golly, I wonder what that could have to do with anything.
Yeah, but Coney Island, I think Lower Manhattan, various things that will be underwater probably in the next 100 years or so.
Well, at least it won't be our problem by then. That's apparently the vision or the tack that we're all taking as a planet now about melting everything. And it's while this bullshit's happening, you get 10 inches of rain, we get none.